Hello my friends and welcome. Katie here with Eastwick's Paper and Ink. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. Today is the start of a 6-month hop called Same Set Syndrome. Each month we're going to have a sponsor, and this month's sponsor is Joy Clair. Joy Clair has generously provided us with some stamp sets. There's 2 different stamp sets being floated around. So I've got one, and there's several other people that have the same stamp set as me, and then there's another little group all a part of this hop that has a different stamp set. So you're going to get to see 2 different stamp sets from Joy Clair in action, and some fun creations on what people use to create with them. I'm excited to see what everybody makes. Now, there's 2 ways you can find us. In my description box, there's going to be a link to the next person on the hop. The other way is with the hashtag SameSetSyndromeJune. Again, that'll be linked up down below. Now, Joy Clair is generously offering a $25 gift card to one lucky winner. And you have until July 7th to leave a comment, and the winner will be announced on July 10th. Important, you must leave a comment. I'd love it if you subscribed. It helps all of our channels, and we love seeing you guys. So with that being said, we're going to get into the video. And my stamp set is Succulent Frames from Joy Clair. And this is a cute little set. I mean, it's so versatile, and it's got some nice sentiments in there and some cute little greenery and things like that. So I was excited to pick this stamp set. Now, I have some other supplies that I'm going to be using, and I have I'm showing you here just the name of the stamp set so that if you want to go purchase it, I'll link it up down below as well, but just in case you want to go search it while you're watching the video. I have a wood plank stamp set from Wplus9. I'm going to use that for a background, and I couldn't remember the name as I was looking at it, and it was backwards. So now I've also got some Essentials by Ellen rectangle frame dies. They create a nice little thin frame, and so I'm going to use those. You don't have to have those. You can use, to make a frame, you can use your layering dies. Waffle Flower and Hero Arts makes them. I've got some heavyweight vellum that's 48 pounds. I've got some Simon Says Stamp Fog ink, some Gina K embossing ink, and some StazOn pigment piano black ink, as well as some Sterling embossing powder from Brutus Monroe. So I'm just going to go through the stamping. This is pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to treat my vellum with some anti-static powder, ink it up with the embossing ink, and then coat it with the Brutus Monroe Sterling embossing powder. And then I'm going to go through and do the sentiment that's going to go on the inside. Now, again, this is a 6-month hop. So at the end of 6 months, you have an opportunity to win a $50 gift card to the sponsor of your choice. Each month there's going to be a different sponsor. So again, this month is Joy Clair. Next month's going to be somebody else, and you have until December 7th is when a final winner will be picked for that grand finale gift card of $50. So it's important that you watch, like, comment, and subscribe, but the biggest thing is you have got to comment on all the videos. There's Instagrammers, there's also some bloggers, so you need to make sure that you've watched or left a comment depending on where the creator is at in order to be eligible for that $50 gift card. Now, we're doing these hops once a month. It's going to be the 30th of every month, so just make sure that you have commented on everybody's spot that's participating by December 7th. That way you'll be eligible for that $50 gift card. Now, I'm just using that piano black ink to stamp my sentiment, and that sentiment I actually cut apart. I wanted it separated. And if you are looking for a good ink to stamp on vellum, the StazOn pigment ink is it. It comes in, I think, like 12 different colors, but it stamps on vellum beautifully. And I'm sure the other StazOns do also, but this dries quick. It doesn't take forever. You don't have to emboss. You don't have to heat set. None of that. And it dries really quickly. And it gives nice, good coverage. So here I'm just going through and I'm going to stamp that background stamp in the wood plank. And the wood plank has two different options. You can have like a wide plank, or you can have like 3 narrow planks. And I'm using the 3 narrow planks for that particular stamp set. And I love that little background stamp too. That's to create a background. I mean, you're only making wood, but you know, it's not that easy to find a good wood stamp set. I searched high and low and I came across that and I love it. So I can't recommend that enough either. Everything I'm using, I'll link up in the description box below. Some of them are affiliate links, and I would really appreciate it if you click those links to help out my channel, because anything that I earn is going to be rolled right back into the channel to be able to make some great videos for you guys. Now, I use my Brother Scan and Cut to cut out my frame, and here I'm going to be cutting the frames with some out of some silver craft stock from Tim Holtz. Now, if you have these dies, you don't need to do what I'm doing here. 1, I wanted to save time, and 2, it gave me a 3rd frame. So here you're going to see all the bits and pieces. So I actually got 3 frames, 2 thin ones that will go on the outside and 1 thicker one that will go on the inside panel. And here I'm putting on some art glitter glue, and what you can't tell is that I am not putting any pressure on that bottle. It's just gravity so that I get a nice bead. It's a very thin frame and there's not a lot of real estate to put glue on. So art glitter glue is nice and thin, so you don't, and it adheres really well, so you don't have to put pressure on that bottle if you just need a little bit of glue. And so here I'm just going to add my frames and adhere them down. And because I was careful with my glue, I don't have a huge mess seeping out the side. Even if it dries clear, it's still shiny. Now there is another hop that I am involved in, and it's another celebration hop for the Team Tiny founder. She is celebrating 1,000 subscribers, and there's giveaways on that too. So once you're done watching this hop, I'm going to link it down below. Make sure you go check that out, because there's lots of content creators that are participating, but there's also like 6 gift cards. There's a lot. There's a ton of gift cards for a bunch of different companies that are being given away to several different people. So you want to make sure you check that hop out. I think that goes until the 10th of July. I'll link that up below so that you know for sure. So that you have some time, you know, you don't have to watch all this stuff tomorrow. You've got some time to be able to watch the videos and to be able to get yourself eligible for these gift cards. So here I'm just adding my vellum. Now I did cut another piece, some double-sided tape. I'd cut another piece of vellum, another frame, because I wanted to pop this up on some fun, you know, with some foam. But even though it's thick, the white foam showed through. So once I double this up, you won't be able to see the foam. And so I'm using 1/8 of an inch double-sided tape just because I don't want anything flowing out the side. And here you can see, you can't even see that vellum. So if I wanted to put that flat on the card, that double-sided tape, that vellum is thick enough that you won't see that tape. Now another little trick is, if you're like me and you try to cut double-sided foam tape, and it sticks to your scissors, even my Tim Holtz non-stick scissors it sticks to, just save your release paper. As long as it's as wide as your double-sided tape, you know, foam tape, then you can stick it on the other side, and that way you'll be able to cut your foam just like I did right there, my foam tape. And I'm doing it right now. So here I'm just adding the foam, you know, super easy. Again, adding it to that frame that is already there, that's embossed, and that way you won't even see. See, you can't even see it once we double it up. So it was perfect. So again, for today's hop, we got a $25 gift card being given away by Joy Clair. You need to comment on each of the videos and creators that are participating in the hop. Real quick, this is my favorite cardstock, Fabriano Black. That cardstock there is Gina K Onyx Black, and that little strip is the Fabriano Black. I just wanted you to see the difference. I talk about it a lot in my videos, and it's my favorite. I'm going to use that Fabriano Black as my cardstock, or card base rather. and it's 140 pound, 300 GSM. It's actually a drawing paper, but it's nice, heavyweight, super dark black, and I just love it. And it makes a perfect card base as well. I don't usually make card bases out of it, but I needed a really nice, deep, dark black, and that was the only way I was going to get it. Now, this is white layering paper cardstock from Gina K, and I'm just adhering that, and I'm going to add in that third frame. And that's going to finish up the card. I mean, there's a lot of little pieces and parts, but it actually, once you get everything cut and situated and figured out, it really comes together quite nice. Now, I'm not going to put a sentiment on the inside because I don't know where this is going. You know, may go nowhere, who knows? But I don't want to put some weird sentiment in there and then I can't ever send it. So I'm going to leave it blank for now, but that silver frame just tied it in with the front perfectly. This is just a piece of fun foam, 1-inch double-sided tape, and I'm going to put that on both sides. I'll adhere that to my card panel, and then I'm going to adhere that to the card base. And that is going to wrap up the card for me today, guys. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you check out the next person participating in the hop. Get your chance to win that gift card. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next video.